Hey, y'all. We're going to get us a reading for the sign of Leo. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button. So, I'm going to cut the deck, and we're going to get into it with the main energy for the sign of Leo. Now, Leo, bottom of the deck, we have ancestors. So, this reading may be surrounding something about somebody's spiritual team, somebody's ancestors, their elders that has passed over. If this has something to do with somebody gaining a new perspective about a situation, this may have something to do with the empress or somebody being seen as an empress or something like that. But this also speaks of like sacrifice, surrendering, you know what I mean? It's really giving me somebody's spirit team stepping forward. So first card out, we have Rich Girl. This is Queen of Pentacles energy. So somebody is stable or being seen as stable, nurturing, financially independent. If we reduce this 12, this is also going to be a 3. So this is Empress energy. Yeah. And then we have an obsession when it comes to this mature woman. So this obsession is somebody having like intrusive thoughts, you know. It's really giving me when it comes to this rich girl energy. Somebody can't let go of something in their mindset. It may be some type of unfair judgment or some type of certain way that somebody is seeing another individual. And again, you have a mature woman. Like somebody is very mature. Like somebody is trying to counteract another person's energy, you know. Somebody is actually an empress. And someone was an empress, it speaks of somebody being connected. It's really giving me like with their higher and lower self. And you have manipulation in the reverse. So due to somebody being in their empress status, someone is no longer able to manipulate them. It really gives that somebody is stuck in some type of past mindset. So maybe it's an image of the way that you used to be. You know how things change, people change, shit, emotions change, times change. Like, you cannot be the same person, you know, who you went to sleep last night as when you get up this morning. So this is somebody who has a certain type of mindset where they feel like, you know, change is maybe impossible. They may have issues with changing or something like that. But either way it go, you can no longer be manipulated in a situation. You have rich guy. So this rich guy energy speaks of a king of pentacles, somebody being seen as being generous, as being like financially stable as well too. This is a couple out here. So a queen of pentacles and a king of pentacles. It's something ending with this king of pentacles. Some type of structure or something like that somebody may have had. That is entirely too many spirits. Some type of structure that somebody had. Okay, you have twin flame in the reverse. So this may be a couple who does not necessarily mirror each other. You might be noticing, you know what I mean, that maybe you and somebody are not alike or something like that. Somebody may be operating from more so like some type of reckless energy or some type of tyrant energy or something like that. But either way it goes, two people are not mirroring each other's emotions. And you have hello. So there may be some type of communication or something like that, or somebody wants to have some type of conversation or something like that. Somebody wants to take initiative, like step into a authoritative position, you know, regain control of a situation or something like that. But they feel as if a conversation needs to be had. You have mature man and surprise. So with this mature man energy, this speaks of an emperor, somebody being taught a certain type of way, you know, somebody actually being knowledgeable, actually being able to communicate, being able to, it's something about them speaking in a very articulate way or something like that. And you have somebody surprised, somebody actually being surprised with, you know, the healing that another person has done, or actually being, you know, authentically, genuinely surprised, you know, with the way that someone has changed over time or something like that. I keep both of them, Leo. We gonna see. I keep both of them. That's more than what I needed, but I keep both of them. Okay. So it's really given a situation where somebody is very obsessed with another person due to them outgrowing them or something like that, you know. And somebody want to have a conversation, but it's something about the way that they're speaking. Like somebody's growth is able to be seen within them being heard or something like that. I really can't even explain that shit. What is this rich girl energy about for Leo? Okay, you have endings in karmic masculine. So you may have stepped into a Queen of Pentacles position or gained your Empress position when you ended something with a karmic masculine. This is a masculine energy who was distorted. This is somebody, you know, who just necessarily wouldn't do right, couldn't do right. Somebody who tried to avoid their healing, avoid accountability. You know what I mean? Just, they was cool within the karmic toxic energy that they was in. Is really giving you cutting something off with this person actually was like something that was unpredicted, yet it was something that had to happen, like, you know what I mean, again, due to you outgrowing them. But it seems like you actually caused some type of endings or something like that with the walking away from this karmic masculine. You caused something to change or for something to metamorph. What's going on with this karmic masculine? You have abundance sideways and sweetheart sideways. So with this abundance, you know, somebody's money may have gotten funny. This may have had something to do with a Queen of Cups. The sweetheart energy, somebody who's a healer, somebody who's compassionate, nurturing, or something like that. It's some type of influence, you know what I mean? Again, something with the way that somebody is, the way that their energy is, and their abundance is connected together. So something threw off, like, what's going on? Who is this Queen of Cups? Damn. Somebody who's validated, clearly. You see, it came out in the upright, but shit, you see the way it flew over there? Somebody pissed off about the validation of this Queen of Cups and this abundance that comes along with them. This Queen of Cups is somebody who has some type of authority or something like that. Again, something is trusted. Something is validated. Clarify this trusted card. What does this mean? You have North Node energy. So someone has what is needed in order to proceed forward into their North Node. So this may have something to do with, you know, your abundance being connected to your emotions, your intuition, your spiritual insight, like your healing abilities, capabilities, different things like that. And again, something is being validated, like something when it comes to the structure, the discipline, like somebody has been able to withstand the test of time in order, again, to know what is needed in order to proceed into this North Node energy. This speaks of some type of form of progression, like somebody has ascended their South Node energy. What's going on? You have a third party, and you see that came out sideways. So it's something with some type of third party sitch, some type of outside influence or something like that. It's three people. Somebody may have had some type of outside influence on a relationship. Somebody may have wanted to surrender something with a relationship. Or something with somebody watching something from the background, like watching two people together, a couple or something like that from the background, and them being pissed off, them actually having animosity about these two people seeming content together. Their contentment makes them uncomfortable or something like that. And again, you have intrusive thoughts. So what's going on with this obsession? What's going on with this unfair obsession? You have animosity, which came out sideways. Yeah, so something has been cut off, or it's been some type of blockage when it comes to this animosity. Like somebody was watching something again, having these thoughts, like feeling a certain type of way, like somebody being pissed off. Somebody was trapped in, their lower chakras. It may have had something to do with them viewing a situation, the stability of it, the emotions that come around it, and the fulfillment or something like that somebody gets from it. Like somebody has some type of suffering or something like that going on in the inside, but it's given that it was a sudden change due to some type of block energy, somebody breaching some type of blockage. What is going on with this animosity? You got rising star when it came to this karmic masculine. So somebody was pissed off from the background watching because they could see that this karmic masculine actually was stepping into position. This karmic masculine actually was ascending. It's something with somebody with this rising star energy. It speaks of somebody healing, somebody balancing something out, somebody learning to be patient, and somebody ascending financially, spiritually, intellectually. Like somebody was ascending again. And it's really given, this third party was pissed off because somebody was, it's like they felt like another person was better than them. They were able to make another person better than them or something like that. What's going on with this rising star energy? You got courthouse. So it's some type of judgment or something like that, or somebody may have had some type of courthouse issue or tried to force some type of legal issues or something like that when it came to somebody's abundance. Somebody tried to affect another person's money. That may be how something started. With this courthouse, again, this speaks of like institutions, different things like that. Like somebody seen another person ascending and they tried to come for them. What is this courthouse energy? You got divine feminine in the reverse. So somebody may have even tried to call judgment and say that somebody was not a divine feminine when it came to this Queen of Cups. They may have said that somebody was using some type of negative energy or some type of darker energy, like somebody was operating from their shadow self. They were using some type of dark spell work or manipulation or something like that. They may have even said that this Queen of Cups was keeping secrets. Like somebody had some type of harmful hidden information or something like that. And you got mentally, emotionally unstable when it came to the chakra. So somebody may have even said that you had some type of mental instabilities or something like that. Again, with this Queen of Cups. And something was being validated or was being backed or something like that. This also speaks, though, of some type of mental and emotional instabilities ending. You know what I mean? And then you have this chakra card when it comes to this North Node energy. It speaks of somebody being in alignment. Somebody actually getting their shit in order. Somebody actually gaining a new perspective, a new view, seeing the situation differently than how they once viewed it before, and moving forward with this new view, this new insight. What's going on? You got death magic. So it's something with some type of energy work, some type of death magic. Somebody was trying to put an end. It's like put an end to somebody's wheel of fortune when it came to this third party energy. This is even given to feel like, let's say you with somebody and they had somebody that they was dealing with before they met you or something like that. And it's like they continue to deal with this person even though they were dealing with you, and they began to strengthen a bond with you. And this other person felt like you intervened, like you were the third party in a situation or some shit like that. Yeah, but somebody wanted to put an end to somebody's wheel of fortune, like somebody being this mature woman, being this empress in this relationship, being seen as, like, I'm hearing something with some type of idol energy or something like that. Yeah, you have concern when it comes to this animosity. So it's something with somebody wanting this mature woman or something like that to feel concerned or something when it comes to some type of high standards or some type of mastery. It's really given living up to some type of standards or something like that. And again, somebody was pissed off, like they felt a certain type of way about this tower and this blockage coming, which they did not see. What's this concern? What's going on with this concern? You got opposition. So somebody was being some type of opposing energy when it came to this rising star and this karmic masculine. Somebody did not want this karmic masculine to ascend this karmic position that they was in. Mature woman concern. Someone may have even made like an empress seem like a concern or something like that, like they were opposing energy. Yeah, look, you got evil eye, jealousy, relationship. Somebody was pissed off. I'm telling you, they felt like another person was intervening in on what they had. And they was evil eyeing, you know what I mean? Like, this judgment call of abundance. It's even given like somebody knew that they would be left behind. Because again, with this person bonding more with you, and you actually being this empress or this emperor energy, it's a certain level of abundance. It's a certain level of, it's things that come along with that perks. This person was pissed off about that. Like they did not want to be left behind. They did not want, like, it's something about you ascending them or somebody ascending them or something like that. But again, something came to end with this evil eye. Somebody viewing the things that another person has, especially on a material level, you know what I mean? And wishing that they would lose them or something like that. Like somebody went under judgment. Their abundance went under judgment themselves due to these ill intentions that they had. And now they super jealous and envious, you know what I mean, of a situation because they was expecting like a divine feminine to be in the reverse, like some type of secrets or some type of again harmful energy or something like that when it came to this Queen of Cups. But it's given when it came to this relationship, it actually was some type of jealousy, animosity, emperor. And then you have mentally, emotionally unstable, validated. Like it's something with this emperor and some type of something ending when it came to this validation, them being validated. What is this relationship? What's going on? You got legal in the reverse. See, so something was illegal when it came to somebody's energy. Somebody was not who they presented themselves to be. And see, that's what I'm saying. I was really getting the feel like somebody was trying to present the Empress or something like that. Like they were trying to present you like you were mentally, emotionally unstable when it really was your partner. It's something going on with this Emperor. And again, there's some shit being validated. Something was actually unfair when it came to this energetic lineup. Like two people did not meet. Again, with that twin flame in the reverse. Two people did not marry each other. They did not share the same experiences, emotions, none of that shit. In which, why you got this transition card? Something came to end. Or something was laid to rest. Something was illuminated. You know what I mean? When it came to this death magic. It's something with somebody trying to put an end to somebody's life cycles. Like somebody, like I'm telling you, maybe you dealt with somebody for years or something like that. Or, you know, maybe you were married. I don't know what the fuck this is. But it's something with somebody projecting some type of endings toward the wheel of fortune. Like these life cycles, somebody's good luck. You know what I mean? Like somebody was on some shit. But again, something came to end with that as well, too. Something ended with the death magic when it came to this third party, which put this manipulation in the reverse. What's going on? You got pathway and lust. So somebody is not able to manipulate another person's pathway or something like that, or influence another person's pathway, and they're concerned and they pissed off because it seemed like their pathway is blocked off. And when it comes to this lustful energy or something like that, you know, this opposition, this may have been how somebody was actually getting a hold of this masculine energy, this lustful energy, feeding some type of strong sexual desires or something like that for this person, getting this person to operate in like this toxic push-pull, you know what I mean? Like, somebody more so got another person to be intrigued with them, and they influence, you know, their pathway. Again, when it came to them becoming this rising star, what's going on with this lust? It's even given somebody cannot manipulate another person's pathway with this lustful energy no longer either. But you have healer in the reverse, community in the reverse, health concern in the reverse, destruction in the reverse. So somebody is going through some type of inner turmoil or something like that. With this tower being in a reverse, it's a lot of things being broken down internally. With this health concern in a reverse, somebody does not have a health concern or something like that. When it comes to this emperor, somebody does not have a health concern. When it comes to their structure, their discipline, different things like that, like the way that they are operating with this community in the reverse, it's like some people that was once in agreement, they do not agree on a situation, on the way that something is going on, the perception that they was given about, you know what I mean, you or whoever it is that's doing this with this energy. Like, and with this healer in the reverse, it's given that somebody cannot change it. Somebody cannot influence these people to change their mind or something like that. You got an ice queen energy. It's something about somebody having mental clarity and setting boundaries. Somebody being cold-hearted or something like that in a situation right now. So it's given that you may have cut your energy off to this person or cut off all access. Look, unexpected money, ice queen. This shit came out again. Ice king on the bottom of the deck. It's like somebody is trying to match another person's energy, or I don't know what happened with this twin flame. You know what I mean? Shit. But that flame ain't flaming, or again, I don't, what's going on with this lust? What is this lust about? What are these strong sexual desires? Damn, you got entity attachment, and that's funny because I didn't want to say an incubus or succubus energy, but you definitely have an entity attachment out here. So somebody has some type of negative energy attached to them. This is a living person, you know what I mean? But this entity, evil eyes, like, this entity feels a certain type of way about this judgment call in this abundance. Like somebody actually winning something from some type of judgment. This may have something to do with spiritual court as well, too. Again, they were not able to manipulate the pathway with this lustful energy when it came to this entity. Like somebody was not able to attach them. What's going on? Look, you got unexpected money in the reverse. So somebody did not receive something. This entity did not receive something. And it's some type of jealousy and envious energy. Like somebody feeling a certain type of way about some type of secrets or some type of hidden energy when it came to this Queen of Cups. So it's giving me like, whatever somebody thought that you were hiding, that was not what you were hiding. It was actually some type of power pack or something like that that you had. That in all actuality, you know what I mean, you was hiding type energy. You was hiding some shit that you didn't even know that you was fucking hiding. Until it came time for you to pull your shit out and slap it on the table. You know what I mean? Either way it go, this entity did not get whatever offering it was or whatever it was that they was looking for. What's going on with this unexpected money? You got work, labor, and efforts when it comes to this relationship. So somebody feel like they was putting in the work, you know, when it came to this relationship to cause some type of mental instabilities, in which they actually was, again, but it was some type of unfair work that they was doing. Look, death magic, ice queen. Somebody was trying to put an end to another person's mental clarities. They was trying to put an end to them boundaries, but see, they was trying to do it in an unfair manner because your chakras was already aligned. You already done stepped into your North Node energy. So abuse in the reverse. Look, that shit is dead when it comes to that death magic. Somebody cannot manipulate you. They cannot take advantage of you. They cannot use you. They can't play with you in no fucking way, shape, or form. All of that shit then came to an end, and you no longer a third party to nobody shit. However it go. What's going on with this rich guy energy? Community in the reverse. Somebody is not a King of Pentacles. They are not being seen as being stable. Something is ending with somebody's stability when it comes to this pathway, I'm telling you, and they concerned because they can see this blockage. What's going on with this concern? There's something about these people, again, viewing this person differently than how they viewed them before. And it's due to some type of ritualistic energy, something that somebody did over and over and over again. There's certain steps that somebody took in order to be seen in the light that they are being seen. Somebody may have even did some type of ritualistic energy in order to invoke some type of strong, lustful energy, you know, in order to oppose some type of rising star. Emotional pain in the reverse when it comes to this entity attachment. So somebody was taking these certain steps and they weren't feeling any emotional pain. They weren't feeling any certain type of way about them going against the grain, about them violating these spiritual laws due to them having this entity attachment a hold of them. You know what I mean? This entity didn't give a fuck. Of course not. And you got love spell in a reverse. Look, unexpected money in a reverse. So some type of love spell backfired, or some type of love spell did not work. Somebody was not able to manipulate another person's feelings. You know that this love spell speaks of somebody like trying to manipulate a person's feelings, but it can be for love or it can be for hate. It really has a lot to do with emotions and different things like that. Like somebody was not able to manipulate another person's emotions to more so make them feel like it's something about convincing somebody that they had bad luck or something like that. And again, with this unexpected money in the reverse, this offer did not go through. And again, somebody is pissed off. Because of what you have up your sleeve. Like Claude asked Ray, what you got up your sleeve? Look, you got thoughts in the reverse. Somebody wasn't thinking about the work that another person was putting in when it came to this relationship. They thought that somebody was goofy. They already thought that you know what I mean, you was out of your mind to be working the way that you was working or to be giving the way that you was giving, because understand that this is somebody who never would have given you the same, you know what I mean, like, they wouldn't have did that shit. They would have left for less. And you got earth angel energy. Somebody didn't think that another person was an earth angel. They didn't think that you was an earth angel. They didn't think that you had these boundaries. They didn't think that you had this mental clarity. They didn't think that you had this ability to cut that heart off and use your mind or something like that. It's something with your logical thinking. And again, somebody was being very unfair when it came to your alignment, like your energy, what you actually embodied. Like somebody really was trying to play you like you was a goofy, and justly. You are earth angel. You got faith. Baby, that belief is going to out-trump everything. It's something with you keeping faith in the situation, with you believing in things even when you could not see them. You doubling down, like in what you were supposed to double down in. You knowing that God ain't never led you astray, so you ain't understanding why all of a sudden you gonna start believing he gonna do it today. Nah, baby, you showed up and you ran your best fade every motherfucking time, which is why nobody, they wasn't able to manipulate you. What's going on with this twin flame energy in the reverse? You got family, exactly. Twin flame in the reverse, it is not shared emotions, it is not shared feelings, it is not shared experiences, it's not shared anything when it comes to this family energy. So again, it's something with these people being in disagreement. This person family probably didn't like you when it came to this pathway. Like somebody is really like two different people from two different places tried to mesh together. I'm telling you. It's something about somebody being like, something came to completion, fulfillment, wholeness with this family. And again, they not in agreement when it comes to this pathway. You got protection. So a contract may have come to completion or been fulfillment when it came to the protection of a family. It's something about a protection ritual that somebody was doing as well too when it came to this lust energy. It may have been some type of cloaking ritual for you not to know where energy is coming from, you not to be able to identify it or something like that. This also seems like some type of rebirth or something like that, like something changing when it comes to this family energy. It's really giving me a rebirth. But when it comes to this protection, again, somebody had to surrender something. Somebody had to let something go. Somebody is different, viewing something different than before when it came to this ritual and the influence that they were actually able to have when it came to this person operating from this lustful energy and opposing them being this rising star. You got the ancestors again. You got a King of Cups, blockage, actual money, and ancestors. So it's some type of protection or something like that that was being given to a King of Cups, which was giving them some type of authority, or which was allowing them to control a situation or continue to control a situation. And again, they weren't feeling a certain type of way about this sacrifice. They weren't feeling a certain type of way about the way that they were doing things, the way that they were seeing things, because again, they weren't in control of their being. It's some type of entity attachment somebody has. And again, it's some type of bondage going on when it comes to the backfire of this love spell being in the reverse. That energy is going right back to where it came from. So it may have been a King of Cups that was doing a love spell or something like that on a Queen of Cups or something, which was keeping them from their divine energy or something like that. It's some type of weird shit. But again, like I said, with the mirroring this energy, it's like somebody wanted to present themselves in this twin flame energy. Like they really wanted to, knowing what they say is a different world than where you come from. They knew that shit. They knew it. And again, with this bondage, this King of Cups being in this bondage when it comes to this love spell backfiring, something is balanced out when it comes to somebody's actual money. And again, these thoughts being in reverse with the work that somebody may have even been overdoing it, like thinking about another person's money, thinking about, you know, the work that they was doing and what they receiving and all, like a whole lot of pocket watching. Like somebody was on some weird ass energy. And again, you got somebody's ancestors when it comes to this earth angel energy. Somebody's earth angels showed up. Earth angels ancestors showed up. Tongue twister. And it's something about giving you a different perspective, enlightening you on something, helping you release something, surrender something. What's going on with these ancestors? You got distant future. So it's something about somebody happen to be isolated, or somebody happen to do something on their own, doing some type of soul searching or something like that in order to endure on some type of pathway coming up, some type of upcoming energy. And again, to keep faith, because somebody is not able to manipulate some type of ending or something like that with death magic when it comes to this third party. So your ancestors is showing up and telling you to keep strong. Because again, all the rest of that shit, whatever else somebody had going on, they bound to that shit. They ain't got nothing to do with you. And understand that also, because you done kept faith and you done doubled down in your energy the way that you did, upcoming discommunication, somebody want to have a conversation with you. What's going on with this conversation? What they want to talk about? Something that they lied on, some type of falsified documentation or something like that about a family or something. Some type of false agreements or something like that. You have confusion and illusion when it came to this protection. So somebody was lied to, and they may have been told that they were going to get some type of protection or something like that. And again, it's something with them being confused by how they were actually held back. Like, I don't know. It's some type of hidden documentation though, or something like that. Like somebody lied, false statements, false agreements, false infos, whatever it is that they did. Somebody want to talk about this. Because they, for real, they confused by your protection as well, too. When it came to this ritual and this lustful energy, like, how the fuck was you able to, again, do that? You got karma. And conflict in the reverse. So it's something about you having good dharma or good karma or something like that. And not having any conflict. So somebody is confused by the way that something is turning out for this King of Cups energy. Or this King of Cups may be confused how something is coming out, this karma. And conflict in the reverse when it comes to the bondage. Yeah. How in the fuck is they stuck is what they trying to figure out. How? They might say that they were lied to or they were given some type of falsified information or something like that. But either way it goes, something is not going to change when it comes to a person's actual money. What somebody is able to manifest. What somebody is accumulating. Something not going to change because something not changing with their thoughts or something like that. When it comes to getting this money type shit. Somebody's work, labor, and effort. Somebody is very structured. You got Ice King energy, I told you. Look. Something didn't change when it came to this Ice King energy. Somebody being very heartless, being very cold, you know, in relationships or something like that. And it's something with their ancestors. Somebody's ancestors is letting them know that somebody was an earth angel when it came to this Queen of Cups again. And something was unfair. Or something was illegal when it came to these chakras in this North Node energy. Somebody lied. What's going on with this Ice King? You got King of Wands energy. It may have been a breakdown, a tower to the actions that somebody has been able to take, the movements that somebody are able to take upcoming when it comes to this faith. Because again, somebody was not able to manipulate some type of ending with the death magic. What's going on with this mature man? Who is this mature man? Who is this mature man? You got awakening in the reverse. So somebody did not awaken. They lied when it came to a family. And now it's some type of disagreement about a pathway. So somebody did not gain the structure that they were supposed to gain in a situation. They decided to do things in an unfair manner. They may have lied about an ascension. What's going on with this awakening in the reverse? You got a Queen of Wands in travel. So somebody may have lied about an ascension, which put this Queen of Wands in a feminine energy to take some type of action, to make some type of movement, some type of travel or something like that. Yeah. But this Queen of Wands didn't awaken as well either. It's something about somebody doing some type of soul searching, going internal, seeking some type of guidance. And again, they confused by somebody's protection because they know the ritual that they did. When it came to this lust, somebody may have even did some type of sex magic or something like that on another person too to cause some type of restrictions. But it's something with this Queen of Wands and the travel, like something that somebody did, you know, which changed something when it came to this karma. This Queen of Wands may have traveled in order to manipulate this King of Cups energy. So this Queen of Wands is this third party energy. Yeah. So somebody realized something too late, or they didn't realize something until, again, it was too late type energy. What was this travel about? You got enamored sideways. Look, destruction, a gift. That's what I'm saying. Somebody did not admire you, or they did not admire another person, you know. When it came to this conflict being in the reverse, they didn't feel a certain type of way. Somebody was contacting another person to do some type of work or something like that. They was trying to cause some type of breakdown or some type of upheaval, some type of chaos when it came to somebody receiving a gift. It may have been this King of Swords, like the third party. They wanted something like some type of destruction not to change when it came to somebody's money, right? No matter how hard they work, and for them not to be able to figure out what was going on. It's something with somebody knowing, like, it's something throwing off somebody's stability or something like that. But again, this Queen of Wands wanted destruction when it came to this gift, this enlightenment, this faith, these good omens. Again, this nurturing, like when it came to this King of Swords and their ancestors, their spirit team or something like that. Because somebody was being gifted an earth angel or knew that somebody was an earth angel or something like that. And again, they decided to try to go against some type of energy, counteract some type of energy. It's really giving somebody wanted to hold you back. Due to them wanting to hold the person that you was with back or some type of weird shit like that. Like, it's weird, but it's a gift of divinity. Look, when it comes to this King of Wands energy, these actions, you being able to move forward, taking this faith, it's something about somebody building another person, this house, this structure, somebody's stability, like somebody's foundation, getting something established, anchoring some shit in. It was a jealous bitch in the background, I'm telling you. And it's fucked up, but it serves the situation right, because this person shouldn't have never been doing whatever sneaking and creeping it is that they was doing. They sacrificed their whole life, their whole fucking abundance, their whole divine inheritance. Like, okay, but you guys surprised? What's going on? Why is somebody surprised? Surprised about what? You have occupation. So it's something with somebody surprised that they did not, like, genuinely being surprised that they did not awaken to somebody's occupation when it came to this falsified information in their family. So somebody may have even hyped their family up, like, you know, they come from this or they come from that, and they do this and they do that, and whole time, you know what I mean, a bunch of fucking failures. And I don't even mean to say it like that, Leo, but you know what I mean. Like, stop playing, you know. Especially if you operating from your light energy and then you come across a motherfucker try to make it seem like they family, just, you know what I mean? And the whole time it's a bunch of fucking demons. Yeah. Somebody didn't awaken to their authority, though, to the control that they actually had. They allowed themselves to be manipulated. Look, you got bliss, ascending, divine masculine. That's what I'm saying. Imprisonment. Got a motherfucker stuck instead. When it came to this job, this title, this occupation, it was some type of happiness, joy, fulfillment. You know what I mean? Coming to this Queen of Wands, like, with this isolating somebody. Again, because they was in an illusion when it came to the fact of them feeling like they was protected with this ritual that they was doing, because they was doing sex magic, opposing this rising star energy, and the whole time they wasn't opposing shit. Somebody was happy when they thought that they was doing that traveling to change that karma. They was going to control fate. Somebody was keeping some type of faith, some type of hope in the situation that they would receive good omens. I kid you not, about these movements, some type of forward movement and some type of karma. When it came to this nice guy energy, this King of Cups. And them not feeling like, man... Ascending, divine masculine in the reverse, enamor. I mean, divine masculine in the upright, right? Enamor in the reverse. Somebody was not in awe. They did not admire that. Somebody was actually quite pissed off about that, I'm telling you. And they didn't have no hard time when it came to binding this divine masculine. Or this supposed to be divine masculine. And that's where they fucked up at. Somebody thought that everybody was alike, and everybody sure indeed is not the fuck alike. Somebody sacrificed their divinity. All because they couldn't heal. They didn't know how to tame their lower self, their shadow self. Somebody didn't want to do the work. What's going on with this divine masculine? Because again, like I said, if motherfucker wasn't out there, then they wouldn't have been able to get got. Look, stability, destruction. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Something was destroyed. This divine masculine, their stability, their roots, it was some type of destruction, something chaotic, upheaval. Some shit got uprooted. Because somebody didn't change. They didn't change something when it came to the actual, like somebody was viewing something for straight stability, like the money out of a situation. And they was expecting some type of gift or expecting to receive something. It's really given for the amount of time that they've been around or something like that. And instead, they need motherfucking help. They receive poverty. What was this? When it came to this new beginning, baby. When it comes to their divinity, their devotion, their pure energy. Like somebody is dirty, dingy, funky, scrunchy. And they bound to all this shit that they've been throwing out here. Just like they threw that shit at you and they wanted to see if you could survive it. I ain't even gonna say wanted to see if, baby, because they was hoping that it knocked you down, but you ended up surviving it. We gonna see if they whole ass surviving. We gonna see if they got the strength, if they got the cojones, yeah, to survive it in this new beginning. Because they felt like it was cool to throw all that shit around and try to mask it with some type of love offer, like they was being nice. It was some type of companionship. It was something to it. Look, healer. Man, stop motherfucking playing with me. Look. Love offer, baby. Healer, right? They tried to come to you, make it seem like they was interested in heal, like they had the ability to heal. They were intuitive, you know what I mean? They had some type of leadership skills, influence, highly intuitive, and all the rest of that. And granted, this person did have intuition, but they used their shit in a negative manner when it came to this real love. Somebody was fake as fuck. They was real toxic. They was having issues, battling temptation, real self-destructive behaviors, hell, even addictions for some of them. And what was veiled is that they actually had some type of motherfucking health concern. They actually was broken down. They was beaten up. They was on their last motherfucking limb. And you got some type of divination, or somebody tried to get some type of spiritual insight or something like that from a karmic ass motherfucking film, who told them that they was going to have some type of achievements, reach some type of goals, be glorified, be in some type of authoritative position, when that was a false fucking narrative. When it comes to this soulmate energy, two people being ideal for each other, that was voodoo. That was done on this goddamn commitment, this high priest, this energy. You hear me? High priest? Yeah. Jezebel. Thief. Baby, block the fuck off when it came to this abandonment, you walking away and you completely unfucking bothered because you got your high honor and you moving on, manifesting every motherfucking thing that you touch, and this person is confused and thrown off because they getting a message of concern that they in prison because they fucked with the wrong one. Your connections, your reach is out of this motherfucking world, out into the universe, baby. And when it comes to your self-love, the way that you feel about yourself, your actual healing abilities, yeah, that shit through the roof. Somebody was not able to be a flying monkey in your energy at all. In all actuality, that's just what the fuck they is, a flying monkey. God damn it. They weren't able to influence you. They ain't able to be no groupie. They ain't able to act like they like you. They ain't able to do none of that fake shit that they was doing in the past, baby. They bound to whatever bullshit it is. Again, like I said, I wasn't even gonna run through the rest of the cards, but hey, let's do it. You know what I mean? All right, Leo, that was your read.